Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make these cute Easter treat tags. So I've got it set up so that you are seeing my computer screen right now, and I would love it if y'all would take a second and let me know if you can hear me okay, and let me know if you can see my screen okay. I'm getting it pulled up on my phone, but I'm going to be showing you how to use the free app Canva to create these cute Easter treat tags. And that was my camera stand falling, but it's all good. Everybody's okay. So if you want to create these at home, I'm going to show you how to do that process right now by sharing my screen with you. However, if you want to just download these cute tags and use them for your Easter cookies, you can do that at sarahgracecookieco.com. I've got a link in the description of this video. You can go to sarahgracecookieco.com. Come over here to free resources and scroll down to treat tags. Click on treat tags and then just scroll a little bit. And here you'll see the Easter treat tags. You'll enter your email here. And then once you enter your email, it'll say download your document or something along those lines. And it will bring your document up that you can then print from your computer at home. And that does have a front and a back, so if you want to print these at home, that's what they'll look like. Okay, so let's get started with how to make your own treat tags at home. So what you're going to do is you'll come over to create a design. This is canva.com, that's C-A-N-V-A. And if you're just getting started with Canva, if this is the first time you've used it, oh, Carol says can see and hear. Thank you so much, Carol. I appreciate it. And Brooke is here. Hi, Brooke. So if this is the first time you've used Canva, you'll need to create a login. All that is just your email and a password, so pretty simple. You can sign up for a paid program or a paid account with Canva. I do the paid account because, as you can see from all the designs that I have stored in here, I use Canva so much. Like, I use Canva all the time. So I opt for the paid program so that I can get access to all the features, but you totally do not have to do that. You can do this with just a free account. So once you get your account set up and you're on this home page, you're going to come to the purple button at the top right corner that says Create a Design. So under Create a Design, you're going to S letter document. That's going to be the size of the paper that goes in your printer. And then when you get to that page, it's going to look like this. Now, I'm doing this on a desktop. Canva does have an app, but I find that I get easily frustrated with the app because I'm used to using the desktop. The same principles apply. It's the same process with the app. The buttons look a little different, obviously, because they're on mobile. But if you want to do this with the app on your phone or on your iPad, you could do that as well. So once I'm on this page where it says Untitled Design, this is a US letter, so this is the page that will come out of your printer. And with Canva, you can do all kinds of different sizes of files, different sizes of documents. We won't get into that today, but you can do different Instagram posts, all that good stuff. So you'll come over to File, and underneath File, you're going to click Show Rulers. And when it shows the rulers, then you'll be able to see what size the design you're creating is. So I have a little stamp that punches out the designs that I create my treat tags with. I think it's like 2 by 3. I'm not exactly positive, but it tells on the little stamp. I should have had that next to me today, but it's over in the other part of my house, so I'll just leave it at that. So I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to click on a circle. So I used a circle. Hi, Lynetta. I used a circle for this design for those Easter treat tags, and I'm just going to click on a circle, and this is going to get our size correct. So by creating this little circle that encompasses our design, you could do a square design, you could do a different size circle. Just use those little numbers at the top. These are in inches. So you'll use the numbers at the top to help you determine the size of your design. And in the description of the video, you'll see that I put the different steps for this process. We've already done the create a US letter document. We got that going for us. Now we are on create a design that fits your desired size. So our desired size today is, we're going to say 3 by 3. I'm pretty sure that's the size my little cutter is. But if it isn't, don't stress about it. Just whatever size you need. If you're using Avery labels and they're 2 inches by 2 inches or what have you, whatever size it is, that is what you'll want to use. Just whatever size what you're doing is, either labels or tags. Here we go. So that would be 2 inches by 2 inches, or you could do 3 inches by 3 inches. I'm going to do 3 by 3, and I'm just going to get that size. It doesn't matter where it is on the page as long as you're figuring out the size. So we've got it figured out. It's 3 by 3. We're good to go. And I'm going to make this circle light gray because this is going to be the area where I know I'm going to cut. I'm going to duplicate that. I do that by going up here to these 2 little squares that say duplicate, and I'm going to make that exact same size circle. Then I'm going to change the color of my circle. I do that by going up to the little square at the top left, and I'm going to make that second one that I created a white circle so that it fits inside the gray one. And this little gray area is just going to let me know where I need to cut, but the white is going to be where I make my design. So now I'm going to zoom in a little bit because this is the part where we're actually going to create the design and make it pretty. We've got the size set up, and now we're going to figure out what we want it to look like. So I'm going to open that up a bit, make sure that I've got that thin gray line so that it's not mostly gray. That's just going to signify where I'm going to cut, like I said. And now I have my white circle in the middle. Now we're going to start layering our design elements. So you can find, Canva has preloaded elements already in the software that they use or on their website. You can see some of the featured ones here. These are all really pretty. You can use Canva for any season, any theme, and I recommend just going to the search bar and searching it. You can find some really pretty things in the featured area, but as far as like cookie purposes, we usually end up working around holidays. So I just typed in Easter, and it brought up these cute little designs. So you could get super creative with this and just go to town with whatever you want for your design. You could do a variation of your logo. There are just endless possibilities. Now, when you hover over each of these designs, you can see that some of them say pro and some of them say free. Like I said, I am signed up for the pro account because I use Canva so much. I find that it's really beneficial and saves me money to just go ahead and have the pro account where I can use these little elements. But if you're not signed up for the pro, you can choose free elements. There are lots of really cute free ones that you can use. So for the ones that I made, I picked this little ring or wreath, I guess, of Easter eggs. And I just placed that on the inside of the circle and adjusted it by pulling out the edges to fit the size that I wanted. And then I used this cute little bunny face. I loved the little bunny face. I thought it was so cute. But you'll see that this doesn't look like the bunny face that I included in the treat tags. See how different that looks? So the way that I adjusted this to make it fit my color palette better and just kind of make it go with what I was wanting to do more, I went up to the top where it says colors. Now, not every element that's in Canva is going to give you the option to change the colors, but this one did. And so I changed that harsh dark outline to a light gray, and I changed the inside of the bunny's ears to my pink color, because they were more of a coral and it's pretty, but it just doesn't really fit with my cookie brand that I like to use. So I replaced that color, and then I right clicked on the design and I clicked send backward. So that placed the bunny ears behind the eggs. Now I'm going to add some text. I can't remember if I said Happy Easter or Happy Easter. Oh yeah, Happy Easter. So I'm going to go over here to text and I'm going to click add a heading. Now if you have Canva Pro, it's really handy because you can add branded text. So I've uploaded the fonts that I use for my Sarah Grace Cookie Co brand. This is called Sweet Gentle. I use it for most of my headings. This is called Libre something. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it'll sound all kinds of country. And I've got those preloaded, and those are the ones that it uses automatically because I've got those in what they call the brand kit. But you don't have to worry about that. Just click add a heading and type whatever text you want to go in your design. So for this particular occasion, we're going to say Happy Easter. Then you can adjust the size of your text and you can move it to go over the top. Now I could have left it with this cute font. It looks really pretty. I love it. But I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I used this font called Check, I believe. You can find all kinds of different fonts. I uploaded this one at Christmas called Grinch because I did some Grinch cookies. You can upload your own fonts. You can choose from the fonts they have. They have some really pretty ones like this brush font. Here's one called Benedict that I really like to use. You can select from any of those, but for this particular design, we're going to use Check. And let me just see. I did make that gray instead of black. You could choose any color you want, and you can choose how this is aligned. So this is aligned in the center. And I think I added an exclamation mark at the end. I did. So I'm going to add that. And I changed the color of this font by going up here to the top where it says the letter A and has the colors underneath it. I just went and changed that to a dark gray. And then you can add some cool effects to the text by clicking on the text and going up to the top where it says effects. Now, after you've done that, I like to add a shadow, but you can pick from any of these. This is one of those websites where you could just play on it all day long. I have to set a time limit for myself when I'm on Canva because sometimes I will just work on it and work on half the day has passed. So I am really happy with that design. That looks like what I want it to. Now I'm going to show you how to group that together and how to copy it so that you can get multiple designs on one paper and you will have lots of different tags on your sheet that you print from your printer at home. So you're going to click down here at the bottom and then you're going to use your mouse and highlight all of the stuff that is in your design. After that's highlighted, you're going to come up here to the top and click group. Now that that's grouped together, you can move it around freely. So I'm going to zoom out to 75%. Lauren says, I love Canva. I love it too. It is so handy. And now that it's grouped together, I can copy it together. So rather than having to copy each of those individual elements, I just copied one time and was able to bring it over and around and wherever I need it to go. So now I'm just kind of lining them up together so that when I take my little hole punch that I got at Hobby Lobby, I can just go down through there, punch in 3 times, and it will have my design perfectly centered for me. Now, if you're using something with a straight line and you buy one of those little slicers, you can get those at Walmart. I use them as a teacher a lot. But you want to make sure that it's aligned pretty neatly. That way you can do every page and do multiple pages at a time. So again, just click on this, duplicate it as many times as you can fit on the page, and then move it about. Now, if you need to make changes to the design after you have already started copying or after you have grouped, you can just click on it and then come back up to the top and click ungroup. So it looks like I'm only going to be able to get 4 on this page. I think I did too big compared to my other one. I believe this is for a 2x3 or a 2x2 hole punch. My one that I made for you to download. Yeah, that looks like it's a 2x2. Anywho, that is what it will look like when you're finished. That's going to be your whole page. And if you want to have something on the back of these, I like to have a little something on the back of the tags. You can come up here to the duplicate page tab, and that's going to make this exact same page come down and be your page 2. So now you have a template of how you can make some backs to these. So for Valentine's Day, I did to and from, and I just did the same thing on this. So I just drug another element. I'm going to get out of the Easter and go back to the circle. I drug another gray circle over here. Well, you wouldn't have to start all over. You could just ungroup one of these and then take away. Whoops. The good thing about Canva is you can undo. Then you could take away each of the little elements that we put on. You could take away all the eggs and the bunny faces, and then you could add some new text. So for this particular one, I added the text to and from. But if you're using this, maybe for example, for your Sunday school class, you could put a Bible verse on the back that means a lot to you for Easter. If you're doing this for your kids, you could put Happy Easter, we love you from Mom and Dad, or a special gift from the Easter Bunny, or something cute like that. I mean, you get creative and do whatever you feel like doing, but this is just a good way to print it easily. So I'm just going to duplicate that and write from. And again, you can do anything you want to on the back. You can do anything you want to on the front too. Canva gives you so much freedom. It's so nice. So now I'm just going to repeat the process that I did earlier. I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these pieces. And I'm going to group this one together. And then I'm going to copy it just like I did earlier to begin with. And I messed up, y'all. I should have copied them so that they would be exactly on top of the ones from the last page. That was why we copied the page, so that we could line them up exactly. But that is how you get it to do it on the back. You can use your rulers to align it and make sure it's exact, and just print a test page to see if it's working, and if it's not, go back and adjust. Sometimes it takes just a little bit of trial and error to get it to do what you want it to. But once you get the hang of this app, this website, it's so handy. Let's see. Lauren said, have you tried to use this with a Cricut or anything? I'd like to try it with sticker paper. Ooh, I have not tried to do this with a Cricut, but I have done this with the Avery sticker templates. So you can buy those at Sam's, and they're like 2x2, I think. And I've created designs for the Avery stickers, and rather than doing tags that you punch a hole in, I've just done this same process and printed it onto the stickers. You can go to avery.com and get a template that will allow you to line it up exactly. Lauren also says, when you do the separate pages like that, do you just print double-sided or glue them together? So Lauren, I do, what I do is I print double-sided, and I'll show you how to do that here. So now that we've got our design finished and we've got our design copied, we're going to download this page. That's this little download arrow up at the top, and you'll select PDF print. Now, if you want to click print letterheads, that is where Canva will print it for you and mail it to your house. I've done that with things like business cards and really liked it, but most of the time I prefer to print at home. So I'm going to click PDF print, select all pages, and then I'm going to click download. And so that's going to download and do its thing. And it'll bring it up here at the bottom, and you can just click on that. That will bring you to this page. So that's ready to go, and you'll just click your print button, select all pages, do it in color, and then I like to print on both sides and flip on the long edge. And when you print on both sides and flip on the long edge, it should do that front to back. You might have to do a little bit of checking with your printer to see if it flips up or down and all that. It takes a couple of times to experiment with it, or it did for me, but it works really well. So I'm just going to cancel that out. And again, if you want to just download this, if you're not really comfortable with Canva yet and you want to have some Easter or print yourself, you're welcome to go to the sarahgracecookieco.com. I've got that linked in the bio or in the description, like I said. And you can just enter your email and download these right away. I've got a little list of like Valentine's Day, Easter. I have a Halloween one that's just hanging out here by itself. I've got to consolidate that into the other treat tags, but essentially that's how you get to it. Now, as we are here on my website, I also want to remind everyone that the Sarah Grace Cookie Co. Cookie Academy is opening up, and you can now get the Academy membership for $20 a month. So if you enjoy cookie decorating content like this, if you're someone who enjoys making cookies as a hobby or as a business or just for fun, this would be really fun for you. It's especially for people who are learning to decorate cookies. I share tips and tricks, and every month we have a live Zoom session where I give you some teaching and some coaching and answer your questions. And you also get access to all the classes and all the courses in the Sarah Grace Cookie Co. Cookie Academy. So if you want to do that, you can click Become a Member in the SG Cookie Academy or click here and you'll enter the code Founding Member at checkout. When you go to checkout, just click Have a Coupon and click type in Founding Member, no space, and that will give you $5 off your membership for life. So you'll always get that $20 a month rate because you're a founding member. I'll show y'all a little bit about, just while I'm sharing my screen, I'll show y'all the online classes that we have in the Academy right now, just so you have an idea. We just posted this Consistency Confidence Royal Icing Workshop. That was live on Zoom, so you'll get to see some of the questions that were asked and how I answered those. It shows you exactly how to make royal icing and the perfect consistency for different types of cookie decorating tasks. We've also got beginner watercolor and luster dust, how to create script cookies without a projector, so that's writing without a projector. And then we have several different theme classes, and those are all available to you in the Academy as well as that coaching. So thank y'all for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that this is helpful to you as you start making some cute little packaging accessories. Hey, Autumn. As you start making some cute little packaging accessories for your cookies, I think it just adds so much to the look of your treats and baked goods. Whether you're doing this as a business or as a hobby, where maybe you're a mom and you're making these for your kid's birthday party, I'll show y'all one if I can find it here. Y'all may see some random stuff as I go through my designs, but I'll show y'all one that I did for Miles and Noah last year for their birthday party. And it was just a little tag that goes at the top of a sealed cookie bag. And it says, "Thank you for coming to my birthday party from Miles and Noah," or something like that. I've got a ton of designs on here. There are the Halloween treat tags, if y'all need those next year. To make the treat tags that fold over, I just do this same process, except I put a line in the center where I know I'm going to fold it and allow for however much space I want at the top. And I did some back to school ones. Those are some more treat tags. And you can design your image. You can set up another way to do this. I'll show y'all in just a second. These were the treat tags that were on Miles and Noah's cookies for their birthday party. They just say thank you, love Miles and Noah, and that was our little party favor, was the cookie in a bag with the tag on it that says thank you, love Miles and Noah. If you wanted to do this a different way, this one seems more complicated to me, but if this makes more sense to you, you can go to create a design and you can do a custom size. Then you can whatever size work for you, create the design in that size, save it as an image, and then go back in and put it into that US letter document to print off. I personally think the way I showed you just now was easier, but that's another way to do it. So I hope this is helpful to y'all, and I hope that you enjoyed the video today. If you liked it, then definitely turn on the live notifications on my Facebook page. That way you'll be notified each time I post a new live video and each time I go live in Facebook. You can also join the Cookie Confidence Facebook group where I share about learning to decorate sugar cookies. Thank y'all.